This is going to go down in like software history. Give me 72 hours. I love this. If you don't know about this, X released this new feature where on a profile, it kind of says about this account, and it tells you when it started, where it's based out of, meaning the location, username changes, and where it was created at. And the idea is that X has this real problem, or I commonly call it Twitter, has had this long problem where there is a ton of bots. This is kind of famously called the dead internet theory, that in one point in the near future, we're just going to be arguing with fake people. It's just going to be fake activity because there's so much bot activity. And bots are just accounts that are created and just scheduled, and they kind of amplify. And so famously, this was part of like the last couple election cycles, that sometimes maybe the things that are trending in your feed aren't really real. And this gets exaggerated on platforms like X, where there's not a lot of verification. You don't need to like verify who you are. You just need to create an account. And so you can scale it very easily. And the head of product at X was responding to this, and they were saying how like there's a lot of these arguments about politics on X, and sometimes you're not even sure if the person is in the US and they pretend to be like. And head of product saw that and was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. He said, give me 72 hours. And about 72 hours later, he came back and they had this new feature where now it exposed where you were from. Now, it did reveal some interesting things, and this was one that was going around. Mariah Carey's based out of Israel. Now, it could be their head of like marketing for her is based out of Israel, but it kind of showed how funny it is, how sometimes you're talking to somebody and they're from a country and they're pretending, and it kind of revealed this type of transparency of really what's going on these platforms. Now, what I love about this is that X actually solved a real problem. It was a very simple feature, but it was addressing a real issue. And the two things I love about this was it was quickly executed, and real time you saw it kind of rolled out. Even the first like day or so, you saw it, you would click and it wasn't working, and then some of the data wasn't right. But eventually it's figured out. And I think it's a good thing. Now, there's a lot of questions. Should people know where you're posting from? And this is why big companies tend to not release new things. And one of the things I love about this is just, I want big platforms and big companies building cool things more quickly. Too much money goes to scale infrastructure and ad platforms, and we need to build more cool things. And I would even say this to Christian tech platforms: build cool things. We need cool features like this. This is a simple idea, but I think it's really going to change the platform in a really good way.